steak, we got our beans, we got bacon, we got all the good stuff. How's it going? First, we're going to start with the beans. So we're going to get, if it's just a smaller size, you get 2 pieces, cut them in half, and should do the trick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these together like so, roll it up, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. There we go. What I'm going to do is just cut them into slices. Hey Ava. I did. So we got our bacon. We're going to cut pieces. Might need to sharpen this eventually. Dangerous cutting with a unsharpened knife. How you been, Ava? You been doing good? I hope you're doing good. Oh man. Welcome everybody who's come in, and hope you're gonna enjoy what I cook. I'm making some spin on Mexican cuisine. We're just cutting up some bacon, you know. Good times. Alright. And when you cut bacon, you gotta be careful because it is kind of slippery and slimy. You gotta remember your positioning on your fingers too. And just try to cut with ease, you know. You don't want to cut your fingers off, right? Now, just in a second, we're gonna get this going. Okay, so what do we got here? Alright. So we're gonna throw, I'm gonna throw this in for about, let's do 8 minutes. And we're gonna really crispify these Maga bits. We're gonna throw them in, and then we're gonna take them out, throw the beans in. So, kind of spread it around. Here, I'm gonna throw this plate in the wash real quick. All right, folks. So, yeah, we're gonna toast this. We're gonna toast the bacon. See, toast it. How you been, Ava? What's going on? What's new with you, kid? So the kind of beans I'm using right now my favorite, French style. You want to drain the beans from these. You want to drain some of the juice, my bad. Oh no, no. Moo was being very impatient. She's in my room right there. I don't know why it keeps on. There you go. I'm doing all right. You know, I'm just making some food for people to enjoy and look at, and maybe they'll cook it themselves. What's new with you? Got any cool stories or books you want to tell us about? I'm going to throw the lid on here. Let it simmer. Always remember to have a paper towel right here ready, so that way you're not, you know, guessing. Okay, so here's the spices. We're going to use adobo. Adobo, lime juice, lime. Oh, the alien? He was just being misbehaving. There we go. Maybe less heat on that. Okay. So, yeah, what we're doing, we're making this. So we got the Italian herbs to add on. Oh, that is funny. That's a good story, Ava. So you want to cook your bacon for at least 8 to 10 minutes. Really get that gold cooked color. Let's see. Since I have one of these little small trays, right? I'm going to put my bacon in here. Kind of let it soak up all that grease and whatnot while it's sitting. You know, kind of, you don't want to drain the fat from it, all the grease and everything. You don't want to drain it from the pan because that's going to be part of what's next. Man, that smells so good. Have you been eating pretty decent, Ava? Yeah, I've just been kind of taking it slow because doing the YouTube channel and everything, you gotta create content all the time. And, you know, even though my main viewership is through, you know, shorts, it does take a while to find a good, you know, short to share. So what we're going to do next will be amazing. Hi, Pat. And there's Moo over there in the corner. Ava says hi. Alright. Now that we got that going. Alright, guys. So yeah, we're gonna just cook this, get as much as the fat out. You know, almost coming up on that timer to take all this beautiful bacon out. And then we're going to throw in the beans. These are my favorite beans. You could eat them with anything, best with chili dogs. So what are we going to do? And dump beans. And butter. We got to get butter. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, time to get this beautiful crispy bacon out. Next, the frijoles. Moo says hi, Ava. She was like, what's going on? Why are you in the other room? Moo is such a curious little pup. Alright. I'm going to get as much of the bits out so it doesn't burn or anything. And then we're going to place that container into the microwave. Let it sit. Alright, so we need butter. Bam. Some adobo. Not too much. Some Italian spice. Bam. A little bit of that juice. That lime juice. And then mash with the fork. You gotta mash them beans. Mash them. Mash them beans. Mash them as good as you can with the fork. And don't mind the heat. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but trust me, worth every bit you're gonna eat. Oh, so this, I'm not gonna wear the alien suit for the cooking parts of my show. I just figured, you know. Yeah, the butter really makes it turn out pretty beautiful. Okay. And then we're going to do the crema. So we're going to do for 7 more minutes. You do not want to let it sit while it cooks. You want to stir often as possible. Okay, so we got that going. Oh, that's coming out pretty good, guys. Not gonna lie. Alright, guys. So, we're gonna put the beans in a bowl. Before we do, since to drop in one, two. Alright, guys. I'm trusting my palate on this. It's actually coming out pretty good and thick and creamy. That's crazy, guys. Oh, it's giving that texture, that refried bean texture. Wow, that's beautiful. Alright, guys. You want to get as much of that out as possible. Alright. I'm going to turn that off real quick. Because I got to wash this pan. Just a second, guys. Paper towel. Put it in the microwave. Okay. 1 cup of arboreal radish. Bacon. We're gonna do the lime risotto, but with a twist. Oh, come on. All right. And remember, folks, you always want to clean up after yourself while you're cooking, because that's key to a good chef, you know, clean cook environment, you know. All right. So that's done. That's done. Let's see. What we do next is the rice. The rice is important. So I'm going to wait for the cheese. Alright, guys. But yeah, I can imagine the ducks walking in here and start making food. Oh yeah, dude, the ducks have no shame in their whole little spiel there. Okay, let's minus that out. So We want 2 tablespoons of butter. Melting in a pot. Hot liquid, okay. Well, I got milk. Saying I should do a second pot, which I don't understand, but you know. Whatever, you know, you just gotta go with the flow on things. So what I'm gonna do is just clean this, wash it out real quick. How's it going, everybody? Hit that like button if you haven't already. I'm making some skirt steak, or my plate on a easy to do Mexican dish. So, bam. And then later, I'm gonna make these pastries. Okay, butter. I think the butter will make it taste decent. Alright, that's the timer. So pepper, salt, dash and adobo. Okay. So we got all these you're basically using the same seasonings over. There's like 4 or 5 plus salt, pepper, whatever. Okay, guys. I'm gonna make the rice in this. Because I feel like this would be easier to maintain. Balance on that thing is crazy. Okay, so we're gonna light this up. We're gonna let it go down, and then we're gonna let that melt down real quick. You know, give it time to get ready for this arbozo rice. So got milk, hot water. So where's the cup? Oh, right there. Now with the risotto, it's a little more complicated to deal with. I gotta get this liquid ready. So we're gonna do half. There's milk. Now we're doing 2 cups milk, and then cup water. That heat up. You don't want to add cold water or cold fluids to your risotto because it could ruin it, believe it or not. And when you cook a risotto, you want that earthy smell to come out, and you want them to be translucent on the edge and opaque in the middle. Cups. Risotto, something risotto. Okay, so now it's bubbling. Mix that. Oh yeah, that's that earthy smell right there, bud. We're mixing 2 cups water, or 2 cups milk, 1 cup water, you know, because when it's ready, no it's not. So it's kind of cooking real fast here. Oh shit. Getting that brown color finally, so we know it's cooking, it's toasting. As soon as this is ready, oh yeah. And once it starts popping, you kind of hear a popcorn sound to it. That's how you know it's ready, it's cooking. Okay, let's see. No, not yet. We'll give it one more minute to hopefully warm up. This stuff is browning real quick. Okay. Hopefully in a minute or two, because this is browning really fast. And once it browns, you don't really want it to be too brown, you just want it toasted. So we need to, alright guys, it's ready. This is ready. Yeah, it has that crunch to it. Now you know it's ready. See? Oh, that smells good. That earthy smell. Okay, guys. Okay. Now we put the hold on. Okay, guys, back to our Okay guys, so we're going to add the water, milk, hot liquid. We're going to put it in here, in the arbozo. And we're going to just stir. For 20 minutes. And what you want to do, you don't want to stir it crazy. You just want to give it that zigzag kind of, make sure that the flavors, the milk and everything is absorbing into the arbozo rice. And then once it starts getting a little bit, you'll notice the arbozo rice will absorb the... Oh, I will. I will share my lime risotto. Oh yeah, it's getting that creamy texture to it. And again, you don't really want to stir it crazy. Okay. So we're going to add some more. We're just going to do this for 18 minutes. Every time it absorbs the, the freaking milk water. We're just going to add in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we're just cooking this for now. We're going to keep on adding on. Slowly but surely, Oh, and remember, when you're plating this, you got to plate it really fast because it gets thick real quick. I can't wait for the skirt steak. Zigzags, and you want to shuffle the pan around while you're mixing. Not too crazy, not too violent. You just want to make sure it's getting the flavor. Okay. And then we're going to get a little bit of garlic salt. It says a pinch, but then we're going to add a little bit of adobo. And then, yeah. Oh boy. I got to add some more liquid to it. Yeah, this is a repetitive step because the orzo rice is an earthy, very observant, like, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, when you're starting to cook the arbozo, you want to put your seasonings in. I made the mistake of putting them last, but it shouldn't be too bad. This is coming along great. Oh man, guys, check this out real quick. Look at that. Try to give you a good angle. I still have to mix not too rigorously, but enough to, you know, make it work. Yeah, it's thickening up little by little. It's only been 5 minutes. So you can tell how rigorous this risotto is. It's not an easy dish to make, and you can easily mess it up. One small little step can make the taste not taste so great. So it's always important to keep an eye on a bozo. There's other rices like it, but yeah, this one's just tricky. I know Moo is having a blast right now without me. She's probably picking off taxi right next to the window. Yeah. My battery is about to die on here, so if you don't make it on the live, it's okay. I'll finish it. Yeah, I'll finish making the stream after. So don't worry, guys. I might have to make some more water and cream, or water and milk. Yeah, look at that. That's just beautiful. You don't want to break. So you want to stir it. It's kind of complicated too. You know, you don't want to break the, whatchamacallit. Oh, that's why you need a pot. For the last bit of this rice, I'm going to put it in here. Yeah, you don't need to lift the pan off the stove either. It's kind of a, you know, you just want to mix it in very nice. Got about 10 more minutes. Oh, that smells so good. Oh man, guys, you don't understand how crazy delicious this smells. Yeah. I hope everybody's doing good. Let me check the chat real quick. Yeah, you could definitely have a bite. Okay, guys. This is it. That's the last bit of the whatchamacallit. Add a little more seasonings. Not too much, just enough. Look at me. Oh, forgot to put the cap on, but this is the best stuff. Oh shit. Okay, so we got 10 more minutes with this. Next is the skirt steak. on, guys. I'm trying to multitask here. Okay. So yeah, this is starting to thicken up a little bit. And once it gets a little more thick, you want to just eventually, what the next steps is to throw in some sour cream. But you want to make sure put it on the simmer right now because it's bubbling. You don't want it to bubble. Oh shit. Yeah, well, those are. So, let's see. Oh, okay. So I got Kobe Jack cheese. What you want to do when it's ready and it's all thick, and you'll know when it's ready. You're gonna get the crema, about 2 or 3 tablespoons, and you're gonna throw it in there to thicken it up and get that like cheesy kind of taste. And then you want to get a square of this and throw it in there with it. Yeah, I think I might just do that for the last 5 minutes. I'm going to give this a taste. Oh, that is amazing. Maybe a little more. Can't hurt. A little bit of extra though. Oh, now it's getting that thick. Yeah, dude, that is fucking amazing. Excuse my French, but I'm impressed, guys. Then we got the steak. Next is the steak, guys. So please be patient. Hopefully I'll finish by, steak. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna get everything together. And then show you the plating afterwards. And I'm just folding the risotto on itself, so that way it gets every bit of flavor in it. You want to make sure that you got all the good stuff in it. And folding it. We got about 6 more minutes, so I know my battery will last for about a good 10 to 20 more, so let's just keep on doing this. Oh man, it's coming out thick like a bag of shit. Here we go, guys. I think it's about time for that crema. We've got about 2. Okay. 2. 1, 2. Right. And then Kobe Jack. We're just gonna bam, bam, bam. Just tear it to pieces. It's gonna get in everything, so don't be too worried. Oh shit, yeah, it's ready, guys. Starting to stick to the pan. Okay, guys. Don't worry. Gotta let that cheese melt. Keep it stirring, you know. This is a thick and hearty rice, so plus the cheese doesn't help. It ain't easy being cheesy. Okay, guys. Oh man, that is a thick and creamy risotto if I didn't know any better. Yeah, they were mentioning this was going to happen where it gets thick. So you want to set it on a plate as soon as possible. Alright guys, here we go. This is the start of the plating. So, usually with plating, you want to get a ladle. But I don't have a ladle, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our plate. We're going to put that right there, right? Give it a little good spot right there. Yeah. A little. Yeah, there you go. Nice little healthy serving. Now, this is the best part, I think. So let me get this cleaned up, put everything back real quick, because I doubt we need any of this sour cream. But we do need the tortillas. So, my back. Okay. Oh, we don't have lime anymore, but we are going to do some crema. Let me do that real quick. Put that in there. And then skirt steak next. We got lemon, but it said lime. But it's whatever, dude. Are we picky? No. What we're going to do here, I'm going to turn this on. We're going to sear that. We're going to get the steak, right? So, you get that. Alright guys. Wait, I got a spoon for this. Bam! Green eggs and jam! Okay, so good. That in there. Yes. I'm just getting the gonna make the crema real quick. So the way I made it was the rice and the beans first. The beans first, then the rice, because the steak cooks so damn fast. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, before I put in the steak, I want my sauce to be ready, you know? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Had to get a taste test of those beans. All right, guys, you ready? Now we're just going to sear it on each side for a couple seconds. And we're also going to get the tortillas ready. You don't need more than 2 or 3 for this meal if you're just eating for yourself. But let's do it, folks. Okay, it's piping hot. It's ready. And the thing about soaking it for a half an hour in the juice, the lime juice, is that it also cooks it while it's sitting in there. Cleaning and cooking. Alright, that should be a good sear. There you go. That's one steak down. Okay, guys. So I'm going to give it a little bit longer on the bigger piece, but this one, yeah, it's about ready. Alright, guys. I'm almost finished with the with the dinner. Oh, there goes my fork. This steak really comes out really decent. It's like, feels like it's already cooked, but I know it's not. And I have a small pan, that's why I'm tearing it into pieces. But don't be afraid, guys, to, you know, look at that. Beautiful. So while that sears, Sorry, I keep on washing my hands because I'm very, very particular. So now we do our tortillas. And this is what I was raised on how to do tortillas. Bam. Don't be afraid of that fire, folks. That fire is just there to help you. It's not going to hurt you. Unless you make it hurt you. Piss it off, tell it something rude. Then it'll hurt you. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, look at that. That's just beautiful. Almost ready, folks. I have one last piece. But I'm not going to be... Oh, snap. Yeah, don't forget your tortilla. Very easy to do.